Hey guys, it's Spaces Sims, and we are back with more Tengoku struggle, continuing obviously the common route because we're only the second part in. So anyway, we just got Tama's explanation hell, and it took me way too long to figure out that each circle of hell just gets worse if you've done on it stacks, and I was like, but why is everyone like duh? Okay, but notice. There's really no circle of hell for just lying. But if you murder and then you lie, like, maybe that's one of the, like, side hell. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Thanks for waiting, Tama. I've got some roasted green tea and sweet mochi for you. Thank you very much, meow. We gotta adjust his voice. I don't like this, but it's like this what I got, and that's what comes out. I don't know. Some time had passed. As we sat and played Karuta, I checked the windows again and again. The guards never left. Monokuma! Ooh. The Man of Mitsuse River. Stage first. Oh no, that was the first one, and now we're on 2. Okay. Okay, we don't learn the title until after. That's okay, because that made sense because we had the 0, and then you got title 1. So it's the way they do the title things is strange. I mean, I get okay, you see it that the end card. Okay, it's the end of chapter 1, and now we're into chapter 2 or whatever, right? But it's weird that the end of chapter 1 has a title. You don't know the title of the chapter until the end of it? Anyway. Good morning, my lady. Have you made your morning preparations already? Yes. You have been summoned by the Great King. Oh, we get to meet Daddy. Figured we would have met him in the last part, but shows what I know. Yeah, everybody is really, really, really motherfucking into this dude. I mean, he's too muscly for me. But, like, he's got the glasses. And I'm down with the hat. Like, neck up, I'm here for it. You're beautiful. And the hat and the glasses, I'm here for. But you have got way too much muscle. So it kind of ruins it for me. I'm not into muscle dudes. But, like, it's so funny because you have the face of a pretty boy and the body of a muscle dude. And I'm not, like, I don't know what's happening. I get it that Goemon's got abs for days, but he's also twinkish with the abs. And this guy literally bench presses all of hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a difference. Like, also, look at his little fluffy cat with her eyelashes and the pink bow on her head. Like, that, you know, okay. I've never noticed your cat, sir. That's ridiculous, and I love it. Basic Enma reporting. Please state your business. Aww. I don't even know what voice to give him, but I love this statement. It's so funny. Oh. We're just gonna have to. But he can't have old dude voice because he doesn't look like an old dude. But we'll just start it for now, I guess. I don't know. Listen. I get the main characters and other ones come in and sometimes they have voice and other times I just don't know how to place them. And I don't know how to place you, sir. I'm also trying to figure out what the fuck your shirt says, but anyway. Good morning, my sweetie. You look lovely and adorable today as always. That's Daddy's little girl. It kind of works because it's a little bro duty and it's a little different. Okay. Sweetie, a nickname King Enma uses for the protagonist. I love it so much. It's so funny. Good morning to you, King Enma. How may I help you? Is this regarding the capture of an escapee? It is, isn't it? Please, grant me permission to take care of this grave matter. Sweetie, you promised to call me Daddy when we're alone. Okay. You know, sir, since you aren't really our dad, you don't get to come out with that and not have it sound wildly inappropriate. And you know what? I'm not 100% objecting. And I kind of get why people fawn over this man. You can't, I mean, again, big, buff, muscly dudes, not my thing. I like them like twinks, okay? That's usually why I like our anime boys, because they're very girlish. Okay? Oh, yeah. Go him on. Okay. Abs for days. But still, kind of delicate and fragile. I could probably snap him over my knee. I'm just saying. They got tone and stuff, but they're still, like, delicate. You, sir, are, like, 300 pounds of muscle. It's almost too much. But you have the pretty boy face, so, like, and you say shit like this to me. You know what? I might... Listen, I don't usually like the himbos, but we fell for Raoul in Cupid Parasite, so... I'm just saying, alright, I'll break a rule here. This team just has a way of making your dad figures way too fucking hot and makes you want to bang your dads. What is their fucking deal? The other game that Otome Kitten mentions that they were part of is not localized. But I'm sure there's probably daddy issues in that game too. There's gonna be a DILF in that one. Because they just see, okay, 2 out of the 2 games we've played, they've given us literally a DILF, and I just don't think that that's fair. Promise to call me daddy when we're alone. You're treating me like a daughter, but also this is way too kinky considering the fact that we are not related at all, and shit. What is your business, father? I would be most grateful if you requested that I could be the one to capture the escapee. And she's like, I ain't calling you daddy. Daddy. You taught me to call you this after I'd lost my memories. And it was a lie. Wasn't it? Families in hell don't really call their fathers daddy, do they? Thanks to you, I've been ridiculed by Oshichi, the guards, and Hell Guardian School students. You're ridiculed because you get to call this man daddy? I mean, he treats you like a daughter, but I'm just saying. Listen. His little fucking staff just... What the hell? Oh, I love it. Enma Palace is daddy's home, and my rules prevail within these walls. Leave if you won't obey me. But I've graduated Hell Guardian School. I'm already a working member of society. In a week, I'll be assigned to one of the hells, and as a Hell Guardian, I'll be tasked with keeping watch over prisoners. I'm my own adult. I love the fact that his little staff, first of all, is tiny. This is a tiny little hand. It's literally someone's hand. You know it's actually someone's arm. I'm like, it's so little, but it keeps moving. It's so funny. Your own adult, huh? That's got a nice ring to it. She's like, are you hitting on me, sir? Listen, he's, again, buffer than I like, but the face and the flair. You got the glasses. You got the hat. I am not opposed to, like, not opposed to it. Okay. And you're a little cheeky, so... I felt a chill just now. Yeah, because he was like, you're on a... Although, sir, that's a little inappropriate if you raise me like a daughter. Just, that's... No, that's just my imagination. I don't know if it is. Right, I'm my own adult, so I won't ever call you daddy again. Aw, come on. Who cares? And even though you've got yourself a big girl job now, you'll always be daddy's little sweetie. I'm just saying. Do we mind being called daddy's little sweetie? I don't think I do. What's your business, King Enma? If you don't call me daddy, then I have nothing to say to you. Did all that commotion yesterday about the escapee actually happen? Father's demeanor is no different than normal. We are so gonna call this man daddy. King Enma, Daddy. Great King! Daddy. Well, this isn't working. What's your business? Daddy. The little hearts. I love the animations that pop up like this. And then, like, the staff keeps changing. Oh my god. There we go. What is that? Sweetie, you got such splendid grades on your final exam. Everyone's been singing your praises. Thank you very much. At the end of your report, when you read your message to King Enma, Daddy was just in tears. On the eve I take up my duties as a Hell Guardian, I'll be ready to work every last bone in my body to serve King Enma. Ready to work every last bone. What a fabulous way to phrase it. Whoa, sir, I don't think... Sir, you are getting inappropriate. Call me daddy, and then every last bone. I mean, we're in hell, so it could be literal, but I just feel like it's taking something dirty in it. It wasn't just trying to please you. I did mean that. Oh, I already know that. What is this? I'm getting chills again. Am I just getting anxious? No, you get that he's peering at you. Okay, Daddy is a little gross. There's something so wrong about it, and yet it's like, woo. We've done so many. He's not really our dad. And if we're gonna do our cousins, brothers, stepbrothers, whatever. I'd be lying if... No, okay, no, rephrase. I'm glad they didn't actually have, like, a route for him, because that would be really wild. You'd be like, whoa, listen. I'd be lying if I said I didn't get it, why people would want one. But I do feel like if you went into this game and you're like, oh, your dad is one of... You're like, ew? You know what I mean? But at least this time he ain't really your dad. If there was really an escape, I imagine there'd be more urgency, but this feels more like something terrible is about to happen. Yeah, he's pairing you up with a bunch of dudes. Like I just drew 10 great misfortunes from the Temple Fortunes. What an awful feeling. He's gonna pair you up with 5 dudes. Dogs, rabbits, snakes, owls, turtles, lions, crocodiles. Daddy loves animals, so we went and got so many of them. Meow. Look at his fucking prissy little cat. I love her. This beautiful cat enthroned on Father's leg is named Carmen. Of course she is. Carmen, King Enma's beloved cat. Full of pride, she doesn't enjoy anyone's company except King Enma's. She loves meowfuls. Meowfuls? Look, she is such a dainty little thing. And it's so funny because I'm surprised that he doesn't have a froofy, frilly little dog, but like a dainty, prissy little white cat. Yeah, that's there with like a tiny little pocket dog. She's an astoundingly proud feline and only likes being around Father. There, Carmen. You're being such a good girl today. Father gracefully petted her shining white fur. Pets are just fantastic. They can calm your daddy's heart after being stressed from the burden of great responsibility. This is why I adopted you in the first place. I wanted to try my hand at raising a human daughter. I'm deeply grateful to you for that. That said, I want you to go to the human realm. Excuse me? So with that said, I want you to go to the human realm. Maybe Daddy spoke too softly. Sorry about that. No, that's not what I mean. In what world does that connect to what we were just talking about? Taro, Aka, Pochi, Shiro, come on in. Taro, Aka, Pochi, Shiro? Is he gonna take in more pets? Does he want me to take care of them? But what does that have to do with the human realm? First off, from the revival hell, he loves to fight, but he loves murder even more. Yona Murakami! I love how he's introducing this like the dating game, and we get the like... Signed to revival hell, destruction of life. He loves murder. Oh, look at this CG with all of our boyfriends. Well, 4 out of our 5 boyfriends. Okay, so like when you look at the like Otome Kitten's guide, right? You see the only things I really read about them were like for Kikunosuke, he's a gamer, nail polish king, fluffy cutie patootie. And then I read the profile. Died at age of 17, made a name for himself as the master thief, Benten Kozo in his past life. His desire allows him to transform into a wolf, but he has to eat a lot to keep his power in check. Like, okay, cool. So I just read those little things. So with Jack, one of our boys who's not here, it does on his thing say age question mark. Everyone else is died at age of. And this is age question mark, question mark, question. So, like, I'm wondering if he's not dead? You know what I mean? Because he's not here. And all it says about him is an influencer on the rise through his streams. He's known for being multi-talented as he is working on a novel on top of creating music and lyrics, but his private life is shrouded in mystery. So maybe he's not dead. LinkedIn singer-songwriter, loves animals, ceremonial tea daddy. That's what it's like. So that's like, now I'm just curious. I was like, why? I'm like, I don't understand why we don't have his age. Like, that's interesting, or they know nothing about him. But if he's not here, I'm wondering if he's not dead? Because we're going to the human realm? Like, is he... We need an actual live human? Interesting. I mean, seriously, Goemon really does that. Let's see what I'm saying. Like, he's got abs for days, but his entire fucking chest is the size of one of Daddy's fucking arms. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus. So even when they're muscular, like, Yona looks kind of like Buffy. He, like, the buffest dude out of everybody here. Like, and he's still, like, a fraction of the set. You know what I'm saying? Like, they still make him, like, oh, he's, like, buff, but, like, the twinkish kind of buff. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway. So. A person? That's a person, right? If he's from the revival hell, that means he's a prisoner. Right? What's going on? I was sure he was going to bring out animals. Sharaku Toshusai. Toshusai, yeah. Number 2, a dirty lover with a taste for dirtier affairs. Hailing from the crushing hell, the dashing scoundrel Sharaku. I see, like, when the other girl was talking about Shinosuke, I want to say Shinosuke, not the O. And I want to say Shiraku, not Sharaku. I want to say an I instead of it. I don't know why, but anyway. Sharaku Toshusai! Toshusai, yeah. And see, that's why he's getting the flirty whore voice, because, you know, she already mentioned Otome Kitten, like, oh, he's, like, flirty. Like, he makes, like, inappropriate little jokes. And he is a taste for dirty affairs, a dirty lover. So he's a whore. So it's perfect. Crushing hell. The hell for promiscuous deplorables? I mean, he's also kind of lovely. Next, a man who lives to steal. The beautiful thief from the Black Robe Hell who terrifies the goddess of good fortune, Kikunosuke Uga. What? Now the Black Rope Hell? Revival crushing Black Rope. What is all of this? I'm starting to feel worse than I already was. I'm sorry, wait. If we saw theft, I totally missed what was on, hold on. I want to go back here for a second. Yes, I want to go back because I didn't read... We read, destruction of life. So obviously murder. But, like, perverse acts. Okay, so you see his sins, right? Okay. And then you just see his theft. Okay. Right? And then you go all the way... Wait till you get to Goemon. And look at his long list of shit! Destruction of life, theft, perverse acts, inebriation, perjury, holding evil perspectives, murder of the priesthood, murder of one's parents, murder of a saint. This motherfucker! Jesus! And finally, hailing from the eternal hell, those grimy depths for criminals who have committed all sins imaginable, the heinous Goemon Ishikawa. I love it. He's like the only historical one. Well, that I've heard of. I don't know if the other ones are like, quote-unquote, historical people? Like, I don't know. What is it, sweetie? Do you know Goemon? No, of course not. My eyes were just playing tricks on me. He's like, what is it? Do you know him? No. Are you trying to get me to remember him, or you do want me to not? The guy from yesterday was Goemon Ishikawa? would have never guessed he was Goemon Ishikawa, one of the most heinous beings in history. Yeah, but look how pretty he is in this CG. Just in general. Like, come on. Our new talented Hell Guardian who graduated at the top of her class will take Taro, Akka, Pochi, and Shiro with her to the human realm. Why is he named them after animals? Like, and who's who? Excuse me? Look at his sparkling guys. I'm gonna turn it up for a second. Hold on. Listen to the music. What fucking other game was this music in? Because this music was in another fucking game. I'm not kidding. This background music... Why do I want to say Hakuoki? Because that's what it just hits to me as, but it was like in like a period drama like that. But like, I'm not crazy, right? We've heard this music before. How the fuck would I recognize? But it's like, or it's just very, very similar. But like, it's a little freakish. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna turn it back down now. Hold on. Hopefully you could actually hear that. You know, it sounds loud to me because my computer started blasting at the same time. So hopefully you could hear, but it's absolutely fucking, like, they reuse music. Like, I mean, hi, it's Idea Factory. Well, it's Automatic. And Idea Factory. No, it's both of them. I think it's all of them. Access localized. It's like, whatever. Anyway. So, like, they probably reuse some of the same music. But it's just weird because I've never noticed in my life playing any of these games and been like, this music sounds very similar. Like, but this is... We've had this background music before, I swear to God. It's freaking me out a little. Anyway. Goemon is Taro. Taro, King Enma's nickname for Goemon. I don't know how, I hope I'm not supposed to remember that. I like how it just has a little ... bubble. And that's what he's saying. Yona is Akka. King Enma's nickname for Yona. He just says nothing, too. Sharaku is Shiro. Can we just call him Shiro, too? Shiro, King Enma's nickname for Sharaku. See, that's why I wanted him to call him Shiraku, too. But it's Sharaku. Kikunosuke is Pochi, which actually makes sense because Pochi makes me want to say Poochie. And, like, Poochie is, like, the ancient little dog cartoon from, like, 100 fucking years ago. And I don't know why I remember Poochie, and I swear to God, it's not like Hello Kitty, where everybody knows Hello Kitty, but, like, Poochie was, like, a little fluffy white and pink dog, like Hello Kitty, but, like, a dog. And, like, Pochi just makes me think Poochie and thinks an adorable, cute little fluffy dog, and Kinosuke is the adorable, fluffy little puppy one. He might be I mean, none of them are fluffy. Well, okay, maybe. But, like, he's the lolly boy of the group. He's got the baby face. You know what I mean? Poochie, King Enma's nickname for Kikunosuke. Such cute nicknames, right? I gave them these names so they know they're daddy's pets. Nicknames. The four of them are being humiliated. I mean, they're criminals, and they're in hell, so I feel like that's par for the course. They're prisoners, but I feel for them. Being given a human name might be the only reason why I'm treated as a daughter. Alright, good luck out there. I feel like his voice changed, but whatever, it is what it is. Well, now's not the time to be sympathizing with them. I need to figure out what's happening to me right now. Sweetie, take those guys with you to the human realm and go party! Aren't we supposed to go find escapees? I stole some timid glances at the men lined up in front of me. He's like, take them and have some fun, sweetie. Daddy's treat. You know, you're a good sugar daddy. You gave me candy. I love this. It's great. Can I have a harem? They all look like they want to stab me. Go with prisoners? To the human realm. Great King, this is some sort of joke, right? Do I look like I'm joking? Wait, this is all too sudden. You need to explain what's going on. Yeah, you're right. I still haven't gotten to the important part, huh? I nod, repeatedly. The truth is that there's been an escape. So I was right about what happened yesterday. Okay, I was like, I'm like, you're leaving out the most important part, sir. When you say there was an escape, you mean that someone has actually escaped from hell, right? Yes, of course. But the gates of hell would never let a prisoner through. They've been so heavily guarded since ancient times. Yes, that is true. In an instant, he donned the cold, true expression of King Enma. It isn't possible to open the gates without Daddy's permission. Those working on the surface know this. Then, how... The spider's thread. Spider's thread! A beautiful thread that's dropped down to hell from heaven. By embalming themselves in it, prisoners become absolved of all sins and can climb up to the heavenly realm. In the midst of prisoners crowding together to touch the rope, the thread often disappears from them. So, like, heaven's like, I'm just gonna throw a net down there to catch me some prisoners and absolve them, and hell's like, fuck you are, bitch! Because it sounds like, it wasn't an accident. What? The spider's thread? So, heaven saved them? We're being led to believe so, at least. The spider's thread, an ever so beautiful thread, dropped down from the heavenly realm. Anyone who wraps themselves in it will be absolved of their sins, allowing them to ascend into the heavenly realm. It's that simple. Naturally, every single one of the condemned in hell would like to get a hold of it. I mean, I can't blame them. The prisoners always make a mad dash for it, pushing and shoving each other out of the way to try and reach it first. As the mob grows, they all begin punching and kicking each other to try and win the thread, ultimately dragging each other down. The delicate thread can never bear the weight of such chaos, and it always snaps. No one's ever saved by it. I like how, because Goemon's saying nothing, they pop a little sprite in the corner for him. But it says Goemon. Because the end's cut off by his shoulder. I'm sure anyone here has seen that foolish, pitiful spectacle before. They're all like, yeah. This is kind of, like, no, this I guess is adding to the comic book-esque kind of style where, like, all of their little sprites are off on the sides, but then, like, as they're not saying anything, or when they would be saying anything, they kind of push forward and whatever. I kind of like that. Like, I don't think it would work in every game. I think it works in this one because of, like, the little, like, exclamation points and the little, like, hearts and the little things that happen when characters say things. You know what I mean? Because it's got that, so this little comic book kind of feel like it works in this, and it's actually helpful for me, because then you're like, wait, which one's which? Especially when you're first getting used to characters. Because, like, I'll recognize their face before their name. And, like, sometimes, even after, like, hours into a game, a character will pop up and I'll start reading it with the wrong voice. Like, oh, wait, no, I didn't read the name. I just saw the character sprite in front of me, but it's a character off screen or something, you know? So, like, this is kind of nice. It gives you, like, this is the person speaking. Like, I know the name's there, but you might not be used to it yet. I like how they're not saying anything, any of them. But now we have a situation. The spider's thread was lowered without anyone knowing, allowing a prisoner to escape. I thought there were supposed to be multiples. You know, Daddy doesn't want to keep someone from being saved because he wants to be mean. I want those who overcome their painful torture to find repentance to also be happy. Daddy loves everyone in hell. However, hell is Daddy's precious little garden. Anyone who comes to wreck it must be punished. Sweetie, I want you and these guys to help me deliver on that. Spider's thread. So does this involve the heavenly realm too? Wow, I never would have thought this would escalate so much. My body has gone rigid, stiff as a post. I wanted to show what I could do, but he wants me to go to the human realm? Sweetie, these four are men that Daddy can trust. They'll be of great help to you. I gaze at them once again. You're like, couldn't you pick chicks? Bring these people, these prisoners, to the human realm. Goemon really is pretty. And not as pets? They're all really good little boys. I don't know. One of them's a whore. Good little boys. And one of them's like a murderer and has done everything, literally everything in the book to get sent to down to the lowest depths of hell. So I'm just saying. They all glared at me in silence. They're just like you, too. Just like me? What does he mean by that? I stood there, my confusion blooming, as he gave me an unexpected answer. These men also possess a desire. Desires? At least we'll know what this means now, because it didn't make sense when we were reading, Genosuke's thing. A special power where one's abilities are awakened through powerful emotions. As worldly fixations are involved, the powers invoked differ from person to person. They are mostly awakened on the brink of death, but on rare occasions, there are those who have it from birth. Spacey, allow these men to serve you. Capture the escapees who fled to the human realm. Escapees? Do you mean there are multiple? Yes, that's exactly what's happening. There was more than one escapee. Huh? There was more than one escapee. Revival, Crushing, Black Rope, and the Eternal Hell. I was supposed to be stationed at one of these as a Hell Guardian, but take these prisoners to the human realm? I like how she keeps coming back to that. She's like, still hasn't fully processed this. These men who I despise more than anything? And all of them have a desire. And it's funny because a desire is like a magical power, but when you say a desire, it sounds dirty. I feel like they did that on purpose. Sweetie, why are you so quiet? And does your tummy hurt? No, I'm perfectly fine. Right, King, just how many prisoners managed to escape? We're still trying to get an exact count. I'll let you know as soon as we do. I understand. The human realm. Of course I want to be of help to Father. But can a new Hell Guardian handle this? As I was trying to conjure an answer... Rest assured, Your Highness. We've already been briefed on the matter by King Enma. The four of us are here to be an extension of your very body. Well, hello. What? Huh? He's a completely different person compared to yesterday. I forgot what we were going to... You can't... Could you imagine him having the soft boy voice even though he looks like... He can't have the soft boy. He doesn't look like he'd be the soft boy, does he? He doesn't look like he'd be soft. None of them are soft. Just not going to work. Anyway, we will devote everything to you. He's going to have to be sarcastic. It's going to be like two kind of deep voices, but not exactly the same. But they're probably going to sound the same. They don't sound the same to me, but what sounds different, what it sounds like to me and what it sounds like to you is different. So anyway. Yeah, and he's a whore, so he doesn't look like he'd have the flirty whore voice. He kind of looks, again, like he's going to stab me. But, like, considering, so... We swear to be of aid to the young lady. We swear. 4 prisoners from the Revival, Black Rope, Crushing, and the Eternal Hells. These are the worst, most atrocious kinds of people that exist. But if Father chose them, I should be okay, right? Well, I feel like the poor guy who's just over here, like, I just like to, like, thieve things is nowhere near as bad as Ishikawa over here. Like, I mean, can we just... Good little boys. They do seem sincere. Maybe their punishments have allowed them to find repentance. I'm a little anxious, too. Actually, I think anxiety is the only thing I'm feeling. Not for long. But I want to be able to help Father in the small way that I can. No. I have to help him. Because I'm a transient. Understood, Father. I mean, King Enma. I will retrieve the escapees. I will use these men and meet your expectations. That phrasing. I will use these men. And he's like, go have a great time, girl. Alright, I'm all packed up now. Ah, I'm so excited, meow! The human realm! They'll have lots of good food, huh, Chief? Tama, you're not coming. What? This isn't a vacation. I have a very, very important job to do.
That's even more of a reason why you should bring me. I can help you, I promise.
I'm not saying you couldn't help me. I'm saying it's dangerous, so no.
Please, I beg of you. How can you just throw me away like this, Chief? Me, your biggest fan.
There's a part of me that's like, your voice is going to kill me if I have to read you a lot, but also at the same time, I kind of want you to come along because you're adorable. I can do it because I'm worried, Tama. It's the human realm we're talking about, okay? It's a cold place. If you were a stray out there, no one would bat an eye if you got run over. It just worries me so much. I don't want you anywhere near that.
No, meow. I already decided I'd protect you, Chief. Meow.
Please, Tama. I'm just really, really worried. I think you need him on your side. So you don't have to be with Chucklefucks.
Chief, you're so mean. You monster. You heartless, evil monster.
I'm quite fine with being a monster. I'm still not taking you. You already know why.
I don't care, Chief. I'm going anyway.
No.
Fine, I'll just plead to the Lord to let me go.
No, stop it! Just as Tama was about to make a break for it. Sweetie, it's Daddy. Can I come in? Is he on his throne as he walks in?
Speak of the devil. It's the Lord.
Ugh, what terrible timing. Come in. He just floats in on his throne. Oh my god! I thought that was the back of your throne. Like, that's just a giant fucking fur stole you got? What are you carrying? A whole entire animal on you, sir? What the shit? Okay. You know, you get more majestic as you show up. Like, what is this? What? With the fur fucking... What? That's like a whole fucking wildebeest. What the shit? Nah, I kind of fucking love him. I'm not gonna lie. Like, dude, okay. Are you all done packing? Yes, I'm not taking much. I'm sorry for the surprise earlier, but those men'll help you, I know it. They'll be your hands and feet out there in the field. I have no doubts. Father says so. I suppose I can trust them.
My lord, I want to go with Chief. Meow.
Hey!
Chief already filled me in on the mission. And I do have concerns. Even if these are men you've chosen, they're still prisoners, my lord. However, with me around, she'll be alright. I will protect Chief.
No, I just told you. We don't know what kind of dangers are looking out there. Are looking out there? Supposed to be lurking, I'm sure. What kind of dangers are lurking out there? Tim? At least you didn't miss a word, but still. Kinds of dangers are looking out there is not the same as dangers that are lurking out there. Vastly different. You're staying here.
I said I'm gonna go, so I'm going. Meow.
Sure, he can go too.
Really?
Mother! You can go on one condition, Tama.
Anything you wish.
You'll be giving me updates on Goemon and the others. Secretly. You're like, I'm assuming secretly from them.
Reporting for duty. You can count on me. I'll keep you updated on everything.
And of course on my sweetie, too.
What? Me too?
You're not gonna go into the human realm for fun, and making reports is important, isn't it? Well, you're right about that. But hey, I'm kidding. I'm really just worried about my sweetie. Sweetie, you work yourself so hard. I worry you burden yourself with too much and not ask anyone for help. Look at her face! Her face is like, oh my god, Dad, whatever. In moments like that, I hope you'll at least be able to share your feelings with Tama, so he can help calm your head and heart. He really does understand me. I really can't argue against Father. Oh, I almost forgot! This is a farewell gift from Daddy. Father handed me a large paper bag. A farewell gift? What is it? And just think of it as a charm to ward off evil. Hang it up in your room in the human realm. Daddy is always watching over you. Daddy... No matter how far away you might be, Daddy always loves you. It's so weird to read these lines, because they sound so, like, it's just adorable. Like, I'm always gonna love you, sweetie, and you're like, it's precious, but then it's like, Daddy, and it's like, you know, there's just something that's like, oh, and oh, about it at the same time. Is everyone ready? I don't know who's talking, so. Someone's screaming through the door. Sensei Nono! Or Nono, yeah. Oh, look, you're lovely too. What the hell? Refers to Onono Takamura. Onono. So it's Nono. Onono. Oh. So you're the one that runs the coffee shop. You got like a little lantern? Look at you. You're fabulous. You can have the soft boy voice because we don't have anybody else to have that, and you could have delicate. I received word about your graduation exam. Congratulations on a job well done. Thank you very much. All of that time studying really paid off. Ah! Ooh! Agio, Ungio, it's been quite a while. You both seem like you're doing well. Agio, one of the demon flames that serves Ono no Takamura. It's always with Ungio. Ungio is one of the demon... Okay, so they're the demon flames in the background. The two demon flames floated happily in the air. Interesting. I think the last time I saw you was when you had your special lecture, wasn't it? Oshichi talks about you so much that it doesn't seem like it's been very long at all. She works so hard, truly. Her assistance has been undeniable. Spacey, I'm entrusting Nono with our human realm problem. If you ever run into trouble, please ask him for help. Oh, good. I'll have some peace of mind that you'll be there to help. Yes, but should anything serious happen, please come to Daddy. As if I would do that. I'm gonna do this on my own and show you that I'm grown up now. Right, we need to talk about the desires. Oh, right, they're involved too. Sweetie, we're sure that you have a desire within you, but we don't know what it does. Oh, my desire is gonna make me a sex panther, probably. 'Cause I'm just saying. I don't know. Right. We assume it has something to do with you being a transient. Because I forgot my memories. Maybe it is. It's like when I get all like... Ugh. Because then when we fall in love with Goemon, we'll remember all of our past, because I'm assuming it's tied to him somehow. Yes, I suppose it does. By going to the human realm, you might discover how you gained such a power. Daddy's hoping you'll find the answer. Thank you, Daddy. Oh, that's right. King Shinkoku... Shinko. King Shinko and the other kings also wanted to see you off, sweetie. King Shinko, one of the 10 kings of hell and the first to cast judgment on the dead. He gives his decision on the 7th day of death and decides on the sins of this person first. All 6 kings. Bid them farewell and let us depart at once. Who knows how long it might take otherwise. Right. King Shoko. Hachi, you're going to the human realm. We shall accompany you. You mustn't, King Shoko. Hachi will be on leave for her duties. King Henjo. Okay, King Shoko, one of the 10 kings of hell, and the second to pass judgment onto the dead. He gives his judgment on the 14th day after death, determining if they crossed the Sanzu River properly, and listening to the testimony of animals who met the person. Okay, wait. He's the second to pass judgment on the 14th day after death. But wasn't the other guy, like, the 7th day after death, but he was later? How does that work? No, Hachi will be my queen someday, so I wish not to part from her. I've turned down your proposal at least 50 times, King Shoko. Then this is my 51st. Give it up, King Shoko. Hachi is known for her dislike of men. She just recently made a man from the crushing hell shed actual tears. That's because she loves us! I need to get away. Now, I love how they don't have, like, sprites or anything. Hachi, stay in good spirits. The human realm is fun, and if I were younger, I would have loved to accompany you. Thank you, I'll do my best. It was a bunch of different random dudes, but anyway. Oh, well, no, that one was Shinko, so he was old, so he should have an old guy voice, but whatever. I'm not going to know if they don't have faces who's who anymore, so anyway. You may as well make Goemon your husband while you're at it, too. Well, see, now I feel like he knows something. Goemon, why did you bring his name up? I have sparred with him several times. Of all the prisoners I know, I see the greatest promise in him. See, but he brought him up specifically, and he's the last route, and he's locked for a reason, so, plus, I mean, we saw the thing at the beginning, so. I see. I feel like we knew him when we were alive, and we were in love with him, because, like, I feel like that's obvious from, like, that little cutscene. King Shinko has sparred with tons of prisoners, so I'm sure he really means that. Goemon must be pretty tough for him to be telling me this. Maybe Goemon might actually be useful. No, she can't be with a prisoner. Hachi, you're my wife, right? No, thank you. Why? Why am I not good enough? Because I hate men. Then how about being my partner, Hachi? Allow me to politely refuse. How awful! Hachi's being colder than me than usual. Even when this might be our final parting. Ugh. Okay, it's about time I get going now. I think it's just really funny that every single one of these kings wants you. This girl's, I told you, her vagina is magical. She doesn't even know it. She's like, I hate all of you. And they're like, oh, that's what we like about you. No, seriously, they're gluttons for punishment. Hachi, if you come back safely, we hope to have your hand in marriage. That's not happening. See, so all I'm saying is if you married the kings, you get a harem route. So why can't I have a harem ending with all my boyfriends? Why can't, like, I'm the princess of hell, right? My daddy over here is the king, and he's just adopted me, so he ain't even really my dad, so I'm just saying. Like, I feel like hell should be my harem, and I don't see a problem with this. Maybe that's why I'm gonna end up in... I'm gonna end up in the whore hell. Just for thinking this shit. Well, whatever. Listen, a bunch of y'all will be with me, and it'll be fine. Anyway, that's not happening. Hachi, you actually don't want to part from me, don't you? Or it's supposed to be, you don't want to part from me, do you? You really love me, don't you? It's okay to be honest with your feelings. I trust you as a superior. Mostly. Hachi, don't go! King Shoko, she'll hate you even more if you keep crying like a child. Hachi? This role is of utmost importance. Take heed. The other kings aren't able to express it with grace, but they do care for you. Be safe. Right. King Gokon is always so sincere. Gokon, one of the 10 kings of hell and the 4th to pass judgment onto the dead. He gives his judgment on the 28th day after death, determining if any wrongdoings or sins were committed that involved the deceased's 5 senses, examining falsehoods and crass remarks. It must be difficult to have to watch over all of the kings, father included, but I hope he'll be able to do his best for years to come. Okay then, King Shinko, King Shoko, King Shinko, King Shoko, King Sote, King Gokon, King Henjo, and King Taizan. I'll be taking my leave now, we gotta learn all the other ones. King Sote. One of the 10 kings of hell and the third to cast judgment on the deceased on the 21st day up. See, 6th on the 42nd, 7th on the 49th. Okay, and then, but it was like the 2nd on the 14th day, but one of them was like the 7th on the 8th, and it was weird. Maybe I'm just I don't know. Anyway, on the 21st day after death, oh, King Sote is a lady. Okay, that would have helped. And that makes more sense because I'm pretty sure she might have been the one then, who was like when Taizan was the one like, oh, you're in love with me. She hates men. What about me? You can marry me. And I was like, why would you even say that after you just admitted I hate men? Because it's a woman. I was wondering that in my head when they're like, what about marrying me? And I was like, but why would they still call her a king? But you know what? Feminism right there. They're calling her a king. Not a queen. Bitch, I like it. Good for that. I was wondering in my head, but I should have said it out loud. But yeah, okay, so that makes sense. Anyway, she casts judgment on those who have had promiscuous dealings in life or those who had deceived women. You know? Just saying, it makes sense. A cat or snake is presented to the deceased who make them suffer if they tell any lies. King Henjo, one of the 10 kings of hell and the 6th to judge the deceased. On the 42nd day, King Henjo is a woman too. She gives her sentence, deciding which place the dead will be reborn into. King Taizan, one of the 10 kings of hell and the 7th to cast judgment on the deceased. On the 49th day after death, he casts his judgment, inquiring the deceased of any deceit they had committed. The judgment for the deceased ends here. Oh, I like that. Okay, so King Sote and King Henjo are ladies. So we should try to remember if we ever run into them again to give them lady voices, but I'll probably forget. Thank you all for seeing me off, also because there's so many with fucking S names. Henjo I might remember because I'll be like hen. Okay. Great work. They really like you, don't they? Please don't. I know they act a certain way around you, but they're all quite serious when it comes to the judgment of the 7 kings. It used to take around 2 months to pass judgment on someone who just died, didn't it? Indeed. King Shinko would pass his judgment on the 7th day after a person died, and then each king would follow every 7 days. The prisoners these days want to receive their sentences more quickly, though, so now the kings convene online to collectively pass judgment. Look at them getting on the ball. I'm not certain it's been that helpful, considering they fuss over every little thing. You must put up with a lot, Sensei Nono. Let us be off, then. Oh, everyone's already here. All right, everyone. I see we're all here. I'm sorry to keep everyone waiting. Huh? Is that cat coming with us? Meow! He's trying to become a Hell Guardian too. He'll be coming along as my aide. His name is Tama. I call him Tama. He knows to keep out of your way, so I hope you'll be nice to him. He's an adorable cat. I love how he was like, is that cat coming? And I read it with such an attitude, and he's like, I love him. Can I pet him? Look, I kind of love him. I'm just, you're not my normal type, but you know, there's something about you that I do like. Meow. Tama. Meow. Okay, we'll now head toward the human realm. Why is he not talking? Are we the only one that can understand him? I'm sure you all know much about it already, but let me go over some things just in case. Simmer down, bird. Just because I got a meow and there's kitties in this. I know. The games are always giving kitties to people and not adorable, fluffy birds. But you know why? You can pet kitties, even though I'm petting you. Well, I'm petting you right now, but kitties, you're actually very much like a cat, because cats are like, pet me, pet me. Don't pet me, and then they scratch or bite you. And that's exactly how you are. You're like, pet me, ah! And then you scream and bite me, and you're very nasty. Very mean boy. Yeah, you just gonna bite me. You're just gonna bite me, but I grabbed your beak. Such a beast. Anyway. First, I want you to place great importance on the fact that Ishikawa and the others here are the exceptions among all exceptions. And normally, model prisoners are not allowed to stay in the human realm longer than 24 hours. That's to prevent any accidents or escapes. However, you'll not be returning to hell tomorrow. You will soon be living together at a building in the Asakusa Special Ward. Asakusa Special Ward, a special ward in the human realm. It's connected to the hell realm, allowing prisoners to work and make money for hell. Like, why does hell need money? We that broke? The fuck has our dad been buying us? Living together. Yeah, I feel nervous hearing that out loud. And to ensure the 4 of them can be managed, they'll be restrained with special handcuffs. Yeah, you can see the bracelets on them. I feel like, okay, if they just had the bangle part, but having the, like, bar part that sticks out kind of makes it look like you're, that, you know what I mean? That looks more cumbersome. Bird, simmer down. Special handcuffs. Are they on both wrists? Oh, they are. Well, no. Wait. Yeah, no. I can't tell. Because that's, Yona's hand, and then what's the other guy's name? That's his hand. But his hand looks so, the way his arm is looks so unproportionate to his body. It's just the way he's twisted. But it's like, it's, okay, don't look at it too much. Also, though, okay, you know what? Okay, here's the thing. Okay, Lolly Boy on the right, you can't see his hands at all. Guy, I can't remember all their names right now. Flirty Whore Boy, that's his arm in the middle, but why does it look totally fucking wrong? Like, there's something wrong about his sleeve and his hand, and, like, his arm just in general looks like it's so looks like half the size. You know what I mean? It just looks disproportionate. But then if you look at Goemon, there's like the hand that's by his way. What is that? Why is it like 4 times the size that it, like everything is so fucking off. Why is it? Okay, don't look at that. Just look above the box. Don't look under the box. But it's so weird. You're like, you know what? Maybe it's because they're all together. Everything looks weird, but I don't know. Anyway. They won't get in the way of ordinary life. However, if you were to break any rules... well, I can speak more on that later. For now, onward to Asakusa. The gates of hell. I believe you're aware of this situation. These 5 have been granted temporary provisions to stay in the human realm. The young lady is she's finally going to the human realm. She hates humans and has never once passed through this gate, but now, finally... Guard, stop it. But the human realm is drenched in desire. Valedictorian of the Hell Guardian School. If you run into trouble, come back at once. I'm sure you'll do just fine, though. I appreciate the sentiment, but it's honestly embarrassing for him to treat me like a child. Hey, prisoners. You should be honored to be here. Make yourselves useful to the lady. We'll do our best. When it's more than one person, we give them the Valley Girl voice, if you're new here. Everyone here seems so honest and sincere. Yeah, they may have all been atrocious criminals, but they've clearly repented for their ways. I like, though, okay, she may hate men and, like, she's like, God, these fuckers, but she's like, huh, seem like they might have repented for the way, like, she's not like, this is sus as fuck and I distrust them. She's actually like, huh, I think maybe they repented. Good for them. Like, you know? Now then, do be careful. I mean, does anybody... Is it only if you're magical do you see the flaming, like, shrine behind him? Because I feel like that should be obvious. Like, that's the gates... Okay, I'm just saying. If you're ever walking by and people aren't freaking out because there's a fire, and everyone's just like, wow, that building is on fire, crazy. I'd be like, those are the gates of hell. Clearly. Because, like, that's not normal. Okay. Here we are, the human realm. I'm actually here. Here in the human realm. A place I never imagined I'd actually be. Yo, look! The gate really does burn! Okay, no, that's what I'm saying, though. So that is on fire and people can see it? Huh? Wow, are you serious? That's insane! How can it be on fire and not burn down? Hey, let's post this on Minima. Minima? We gotta flex on everyone we saw the real gates of hell! Okay, I mean, I knew that this was a place, like, wherever, but, like... Oh, right, no, it is a tourist town, right? Gates of hell. The gate in Asakusa Temple that connects to the hell realm and the human realms together. It's perpetually surrounded in flames which do not burn when touched. It's also a tourist attraction. The gates of hell are also connected to King Enma, so any escapee does not go unnoticed. Okay, yeah, and I think actually that was explained in the very thing, right? Yeah. Asakusa is transformed into a tourist attraction where the living can meet the dead. So, okay. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. So that explains why, like, people, like, prisoners can come here and work. And it's like, you're just letting prisoners up because it's a tourist attraction. So, like, oh my god, you're really a Denzian of hell? Cool. This is a very weird version of Disney World. Wow, it really does just stay burning! Hell is, like, just totally crazy! Totally crazy. This isn't a big thing either. So glad we came. That's right. Humans find it strange that the gate continues to burn. And also, if you touch it, it doesn't burn you. That is strange. People think differently in the human realm. I'll have to be mindful of that. Onward, everyone. Follow me and do not fall behind. This is Enma Street Vision behind him. Oh, and sandwiches. The gates of hell are connected to the Asakusa Special Ward via a central road called Enma Street. Yeah, okay. I was reading the sign behind him. The Asakusa Special Ward of the human realm. He looks just like the pictures I've seen in the archives, but there are so many more people around than I imagined. Really lively here. Welcome! Anyone care for some shaved ice? Fresh ice carved by hand from caverns of the 8 freezing hells, topped up with today's special flavor, suffering strawberry. Shaved ice from the 8 freezing hells. Can't say I expected to see that here. The place you'll be staying is just up ahead. Let me explain some things before we arrive. There was once a time when these roads were completely packed with prisoners. There were so many of them here that it was physically impossible to close the gates of hell. The Blood Pond Hell and the Needle Mountain Hell were overflowing with people. It was impossible to get any torturing done. Blood Pond Hell, a lake in hell where women who committed sins involving blood or defiled something using blood are sent to. That's for all those bitches putting menstrual blood in cupcakes for their boyfriends, okay? I'm sorry if everybody just vomited a little, but you were thinking it. You were like, oh, those crazy bitches that talk about that shit. But it's interesting that there's an entire fucking hell just for bitches like that. Needle Mountain Hell, a place that lies within the crushing hell. Prisoners who had committed murder, theft, or promiscuous acts are sent here and tossed onto mountains of needles off a cliff by hell guardians. Ouch. That was when the Great King devised a plan. He decided to allow prisoners who were still serving their sentence to return to the human realm if they had repented for their sins. In doing so, the Asakusa Special Ward became connected to hell, and these special prisoners were permitted to come here to work. To put it simply, they're being outsourced. The torture devices need periodical maintenance, and hiring more Hell Guardians would only cause our staff budget to increase. An HR nightmare. Could you imagine, like, flipping through the wanted ads and being like, Hell Guardian, torturing people in hell, and you're like, I'm just really, like, I would think you would have to be dead to become a Hell Guardian, but okay. There's some lore and background here that I'm curious about. The humans created the infrastructure here, so they keep 30% of all the revenue that comes in from the rent, leases, and sales. Hell receives 70% of that income, which goes toward maintaining Hell. Again, it's kind of fucked up that Hell is just being destroyed by capitalism. I mean, look there. That Hell pop-up shop. You see all of King Enma goods, yes? You see all of the King Enma goods, yes? Oh, please oh my god. Oh, it went by too fast. There were plushies. Oh my god. Lord Enma's new Oxta. Oxta is out? I just have to get it. What's an Oxta? Short for acrylic stand. Oh my god. I'm sorry. As many acrylic stands as I have, I've never fucking called them Oxtas, but sure. Please go back. I need to see that little pop-up of all of his fucking merch. Because that's amazing, and I love it. Oh, there's a new scroll out, too! Scroll, a term for a cloth scroll poster. That at least I knew. He's so cute. I want him to be my boyfriend. The look on her face is so fucking funny. Did she say boyfriend? Like, this girl does not understand how we play Otome games. Everyone else, you know, I'm sorry, there is a handful of you bitches who are like, word, me too, girl. I'm on the fence. We got a lot of boyfriends, but I'm not saying no. I'm sorry, I don't want him to be my boyfriend because I don't need him to be. He's my daddy. So wrong. So wrong. I'm sure father would be full of himself if he heard this girl say that. As you can see, he's quite popular with women. I imagine it might be embarrassing for you. It's more pathetic than embarrassing, so I'll just pretend I didn't see that. Always so harsh. Sensei Nono, I'm familiar with how the Asakusa Special Ward came to be. But as for the humans involved, like the Prime Minister, if I'm not mistaken, I'm surprised they allow this all to be here. I handled the negotiations myself, actually. I invited the Prime Minister at the time to Hell and just let them take a short walk with me. I see. They say that those who fall down to Hell lose consciousness 3 times. Once at the sentence they're given, a second time from the fear they feel after seeing the horrid sight of their punishment, and a third time from the unending pain of actually being tortured. That Prime Minister, I feel sorry for them. Please rest in peace. And also, over there you can see... Jamshid? A brand new fashion brand from hell. I'm sure Jamshid is got an abbreviation of something. A fashion brand made from hell that's been released in the human realm. It's popular for being sporty yet elegant and using high quality materials while being sold at an affordable price. Well, now you know it sounds like it came from hell and it's bullshit because it's like it's quality goods but at an affordable price. And it's never the case. It's never. Stop it. That's how you know you're being duped and oh. Demons made that. Okay. So actually it's kind of funny. There's this little store. Oh, never mind. They go too fast. Oh, I have some other things. Me too. Their wares are sporty yet elegant and are made of high quality materials at an affordable price. How crazy that they have this here. Also, there's a cafe here called Spirit Belvedere. I run this place when I'm in the human realm. We serve coffee naturally, but it's also a fine place to eat. Do visit when you get the chance. So I'm curious. Oshichi is our friend, and she works at the cafe, and it was a cafe she liked, right, in the human realm. But it kind of almost seemed like when she was talking about, like, oh, I burned down my house to go hang out and, like, stay at the temple. That seemed to me like ye olde time period. And her dress, well, I mean, who knows? You know what I mean? She's obviously a prisoner, so, like, but maybe she's allowed to wear normal clothes now. And not jumpsuits, like two of our boyfriends, a couple of them look like they're wearing jumpsuits. But like, I just got the feeling that that was more like ye olde times. So like, it's not like, oh, when I was alive, I used to hang out at the cafe and I loved it, so it's cool to go work there. But I guess maybe what they meant by that was obviously all of the prisoners and people know about the Asakusa ward and are like, you know, hey, if you're doing good and you're not being shady and you're repenting, maybe you can go out and see there. And she was like, oh, I would love to work at the cafe because it seems really like maybe like that's what they meant. I don't know. But anyway, it just dawned on me like, huh, this is more of a modern thing. And she seemed like her story seemed more like the oldie times, like pre-cafes, you know? Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.